should do the trick. Let me know the moment that Kirsten arrives.
Yes, sir.
Everything sorted?
Yes, sir.
When I'm decorating a space, I start with how I feel. I then can picture what's missing. I'm always shopping to find the right piece. Flea markets, websites, even my Yahoo Mail.
Oh, it's so perfect!
The right piece just makes the space come alive. It brings it all together.
Odor is unavoidable. Eliminating it is easy with OxyClean Odor Blasters. Work your magic.
Recovery Centers of America has thrown out the one-size-fits-all treatment model and created PRIZE, a unique program for people who have been in recovery but have relapsed. When entering treatment again, you don't need to start from step one. You've succeeded in the past and are determined to succeed again. Now isn't the time to
Hello,
give up.
everyone. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith
It's
and Black
the time
channel
to
here at
try
Ticker Talker,
something
and
new.
it's a Friday, and
Our
it's a little
master's
snoozy
level
out there.
clinicians
So,
will identify the triggers
sometimes
and reasons
less
behind
is
your
more,
relapse
but
and tackle
we
them
got a few
head
things
on.
coming up here. So,
We'll then focus
one
on
of the things
the
you want to
areas
look
of your
for. So we
recovery
start off the
that
day,
need
we've seen like
improvement,
these
while
last
building
few
off of
days,
the
you know,
knowledge you
gap and
acquired
sit,
previously in
upper
treatment.
left on the daily spy.
During your time
right?
here,
And you're going to see
you
this.
will
Like,
be surrounded by peers
goes
who
up
are
here and just sits here and
also
does nothing. So we
determined to
had
make
2
this
nice
their last
days,
time in treatment.
and now these 3
Together,
just rotting
we can
away. And so
achieve lasting
when we go into the
recovery.
highs, now you're going to have your
Call
broadening
us now.
formation here. These are all an outside bar of that. So we're going to redraw from here to the today's high over the weekend. So what we did do is we had the outside week last week, and now we're taking that back up. So what this is doing
Well, you can try
is
using
reversing
Buick's
this
massage
reversal,
that's nice.
right? Because we poked up
Can I
over
use
the
Apple
previous
CarPlay
high
with
and then
some music
reverse
on?
as
Sure.
a 3.
It's wireless.
Now
It's
we're reversing that
always
back higher,
okay.
albeit
What's
painfully
your Buick's
slow.
Wi-Fi password?
And that's what we call it exhaustion risk. When you go into the highs,
Stronger. That's really predictable.
gap up
That's
in
a
here,
really tight spot.
then the buyers don't
I
step
used to
up,
hate
right? They just stay here and
Me
say, all right, well, we
too.
can sit on the bed and then boop,
Really
back
outdid
up.
yourself.
So now you have
Yes,
your
we
inside
did.
The all-new
60s.
Buick Envision, an
2 of
SUV
them
built
for
around
spy.
you. All of you.
Inside 60, inside 60. So eventually that's going to break, right? Right now it's trying to go towards the highs. But one of the things, you know, why we're always watching the 60 is like we open, we run a little bit, and then we go inside in the 60. And as this is forming, we know that pretty much nothing's going on until we can
Ladies
get
and
outside
gentlemen,
of this.
may I have your
right?
attention?
So right now we're looking at SPY in the next hour. If you can get outside of this thing, 426.38 to the upside, 426.08 to the downside. So a pretty tight range, obviously.
There's been a
if we go
change
to
of plan.
Q's, little worse. So excuse
As I was saying,
a little
there's been a
profit-taking.
change
You can
of
see this.
plan.
Anytime you got to break out your microscope to see what something's doing, you know it's pretty much doing nothing.
law?
You did have your inside 60 go down a little bit, but
According
these
to the
3
first Danish
are now still
constitution,
inside of this.
was written
right?
in
Still doing
Vordingborg
that. If you
in
go to the Dow Jones
1282,
Diamonds,
It says 41 years after the
a
Jutland Code
little
was
stronger,
created there,
right? You
making
see,
it
there's
more
still an
currently
inside week for the
binding.
Dow Jones Diamonds, so
It
there's going to be a lot of
states
inside
that
weeks
as long
after
as the
last week's
prospective
outside
heir of
week. So
common descent
that's potentially
can
good. What that
demonstrate
means is that
knowledge
we've
of the
had some
Danish
consolidation
constitution
because you couldn't take out the highs or the lows, and
in
the way that
Danish.
things are looking, most things that are going inside week
Before
are
Parliament,
closer to the highs.
The
So that's
succession
good.
law
as
is
for-
null and void.
if you like the market going up. So if we go to small cappers here, and this could get interesting because we got to rebalance this afternoon. We're still rev strat to the upside month, inside bar, poke down and up here, right? But sometimes this can get a little hairy
Since we
depending
have
on how that
Parliament here
goes.
today for the
So
wedding,
be
there's no
very
better
aware as
time
we get
for
closer to the bell.
Paige
Some things
to
can move pretty
perform
violently.
tasks.
Sometimes during a rebalance, so be aware of that. All right, so outside of that, we've got crude. And crude goes to the highs. So here's what you look for, that 2 up in the day, the down, the green, and then boom, off she goes. And they got them good in here this morning. Look at this. Stop them out, and then right back up, boom, 2-2 reversal on the 30 and still going crude. It's not getting much of the names going, but the name of the day certainly was Space.
Det danske rige. The Constitution
And
applies.
Space now stalls
to all
out, but here's
parts
one of
of
the
the
things that we were
Kingdom
looking
of
for
Denmark.
to do what we did at this opening. You go to
Red
15
rings
minute,
for-
right? So it opens, on a big gap up. Then it takes out this low right
Ringers.
here. That's a 2-2 reversal because this is 2 up by taking that out, and that's 2 down. But when it comes back in here, it needs to just crap out. So when it gets back into this range of cover, right? Then you can go this way.
The
2
form
down,
of
2
government
up
should be
reversal,
that
and
of a
reverse above here.
constitutional
We're
monarchy.
47-48. And that was a nice move here until it stalled out, right? But from here, 47-48 to hit that high up there, 56-24, and then a little bit higher that next, 56-40. That's a nice move. And then when you have that much in it, you can scalp around in here, but you don't really have to because it's nowhere near coming back in on you. If you go to the 60, you see this now, it goes inside on the 60, right? And you can see the new hour, the buyers are back. You see that? That's why we call the bottom of the hour the flip. You can see it, right? And you also had your inside weak and upper here too. But, now you can see buyers coming back in the new hour, so always keeping an eye on when things occur. If we go to financials a little bit, XLF. And XLF just climbing up here, but you can see inside weak closer to the upside, right? And some people will ask me about certain things like this. When you have a red month, like Rob, I thought we want to have everything green. That's true. However, once you have an outside bar, took out both sides, right? Then we look for an override because if they're willing to pay up over the highs and sell down to the lows, they might do it again. That's why we see once a 3, always a 3 can't not be. So trying to weasel its way back up there. Citicorp, not so much. JP Morgan. I know some of the insurance names, MetLife and Pru. Not too exciting, but like I said, you can see a lot of inside weeks. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that going forward, see if anything comes of that. If we go to ALF. And ALF now inside on the 60, like a lot of things. You've been seeing this dry up in the afternoon the last 3 days stuff. So, but if you hear what we look for, the rev strat, the inside day, the slight poke down, and boom, stop all these guys out in one shot. It was a little fast, so you had to be ready for it. But we'll see if that sets up again at all. A little bit more continuation from the chickens. SAFM. Inside on the 60 right now, and remember that gap up, then the inside day. Here was the continuation yesterday, and now it's still continuing. That's a good thing if you're long, right? No need to stop. Once you got that, stop here and let them go, and stop it here, and just keep walking it up. Because sometimes they keep it going, right? They do. If we go to SEDG, and SEDG now coming in, so you can see once again some exhaustion risk, but for the next week you can see that monthly, like a lot of things did. We're running out of month, but the inside month, the poke down, back up here, over 267.49. It's still there and just chopping around like a lot of things, so we'll see if that comes back. If we go to
Denmark. But today's ceremony marks a new era in the tradition of succession.
MAN just having a nice climbing back up into here. Still an inside week, and
yet bravery has yielded
MCO
joy,
too.
And as our king has opened his heart, so does
and
the nation.
MCO, once again, that continuation, the up, the sideways, measured move around the monthly, still good, and stopped a bunch of guys out in here this morning, and then boom, back off to the races. All right, still watching these broader averages. VXX is trying to tell us that we shouldn't be scared. VXX trying to go to the lows here. Right? As of right now, it's still being inside 60, but that's telling us that with this mild VIX, we just get up here, gap, and sit. Spy, how you doing? Just kind of sitting there, still on that 60. If we go to Fubo, and Fubo just inside day to the upside, and that's nice. So we get something like that, and you got here on the weekly.
Then by this right, for God
inside week to the upside, and the outside month to the upside. Now here's your corrective activity to look for. Right, we always like to get some corrective activity. How's your 30?
Bond with a kiss.
Now we'll see if it goes inside in the 30. So let's call a triangle out. So all the tight stoppers from these guys get stopped out here. Now maybe an inside 30 for Fubo. If we go to HIBB. HIBB, just see nice long green bar now stalling out again. Came all the way up to wipe out last week. That's not easy. So I had to do some climbing there. So we'll see if this goes inside on the 30 at the top of the hour. If we go to JD, inside 30 just pokes down a little bit. See if that sets up again. And here, you can see this on the week. Slight lower low, that's a 2 down, and boom, 2-2 reversal. Looking to come up with maybe take out some of this stuff, but we'll see. We got some day left to see if that sets up as a rev strat 30 or inside 60. It's strong enough, we're going to break this. 78.89. Right, you're almost there, and that'll be a reversal on your month. If we go to
this may not be a fairy tale.
CRCT. CRCT, nice green day, now stalling out on the 30 like a lot of things. Newer issue, 44 months old. You can see this weekly here. Inside week to the upside, just running out of week. Stalling out near the highs like a lot of stuff in this market is doing. If we go to Fisker, potential inside 30 here, just taking that inside week. Right, so here's your consolidation by not taking out the highs or the lows. Reconfirming this monthly to down, to up reversal, right? Consolidate last week, and then boom, here you go. Fisker trying to go to the highs of the week. We go to DRI. DRI, sitting up here like the rest of them. Rev strat week, inside week, goes down, and then boom, comes back and takes all these guys out. Trying to set up the hammer monther, we'll see. How's your 60? Inside on the 60, so you can see if this can break this in the next hour. 145.50, getting closer. If we go to some retail PLCE, Pier coming up, taking out last week's highs. Still an inside month, just had a nice day, and look, this is what you look for. The range, take out the range, to come back through the range, right? That's what we want to do. You can see that was a nice opening inside 60 to the upside there. Deckers. And Deckers. Global hammer here. Anybody got short yesterday? Boom, they got stuck right here. Stick it to them, takes it out, and goes into the highs with some other retail XRT. We go to, let's go to some downside, because we got a lot of some of this downside is looks like some profit taking, but you got Amazon for one. Amazon tried to take out the inside month but fell back in. You can see this weekly when it took that back red. Now we're coming back through. You see here. So Amazon tries them out. Goes down a little bit off the 60, not totally getting killed. Go to GameStop. And GameStop not totally getting killed, but you can see here trying to take that week back again. Now just stuck inside of here. Let's go to the 30s. Starting to recover just a tad, we'll see. If we go to the bonds, TLT. And TLT, and there's a rev strat day right here. Inside day, pokes up, boom. These guys take out all of that. Still an inside week for the bonds here. So we'll see how that goes, because it was rev strat month, the upside. So it got rev stratted back here, you can see. Okay, if we go to, it's just some of the profit taking Friday kind of things. There's green on other things, but on the daily, like SQ, 2 up, 2 down reversal on the day. You're going to see that. PayPal coming in right now. You can see that 2 up, 2 down. Not getting killed, and in the grander scheme of things, okay. It's just sometimes on Fridays, people like to take a little profit so they can shop. Here. Shop just stalls out up into here after doing what it was supposed to do, right? Go to the highs. This is exhaustion risk, right? Once you go to the highs, then we don't know. Once we're coming back to the previous range, we got guys to stop out. Then you can just stall out a little bit up like here. Not the end of the world, but it is what it is. You also have Dollar Tree showing a little weakness with the retail being strong. And remember, on Dollar Tree, you have this higher high after this 3 bar and then back down through. So we're still looking to complete this and take this out in time. 95.86. Sometimes it just takes a little longer than you hope. Just a couple more. We're always running out of time. You got NTES here, was inside down. It's coming back up all right. How about AGTI? AGTI having some problems, and there's your outside week, so that thing took care of business. We'll see if that sets up for you, but get another pop from earlier newsy Viacom C coming up right now, so you might want to keep an eye on that. But be aware, we've got this rebalancing here this afternoon. Things could get a little crazy, so make sure you have your stops in. At least be aware that some things can go nuts. I'll leave you this. Triple D going back to the highs, having a nice little month there. All right, that's going to do it for today. Hope everybody had a great week, has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. Black Channel here at TikTok with Strat Time Report.